Hello and welcome back to Plain TV. My name is Richard Lewington, and for those of you who've been watching our show, you will know the man next to me. He is Javier Canton, and he is head of our research and development here at Plain Concepts. Thank you for joining us today, Javi.
Thanks, nice to be here in this Plain TV.
So what are you going to talk about today?
Okay, well, today we are going to talk about mixed reality, the difference with other kind of technology. We also talk about the devices available on the market to try that technology. And finally, we will talk about how mixed reality is changing our life and transforming the way we work.
So what is mixed reality?
Mixed reality is, first we have to talk about other kind of technology to understand better what is mixed reality. First, I would like to talk about virtual reality.
Mm-hmm.
Virtual reality is that technology that tries to block out all the information around you and change this information for virtual information.
Yeah.
Allow us to teletransport the user from one place to another place, like Magiclip. Remember that?
Yes, yeah.
And in the other hand, we have augmented reality and mixed reality.
Okay.
That technology tries to create a 3D graphic overlay over the real world.
Yeah.
So you can see holograms around you.
Mm-hmm.
And
you can control them.
Yeah, you can interact with them.
Yeah.
But the question here is, for example, what is the difference between augmented reality and mixed reality?
Yes.
That depends who you ask that question, or
Okay.
who answered that question.
Okay.
Because, for example, for me, augmented reality is an old technology that we can read about this for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
And try to create this 3D graphic overlay, but you can see this mixed reality in 2 dimensions.
Yes.
Through a phone, a tablet, etc. But for mixed reality, it's a new concept, and you need to use a headset or glasses to see an stereo image.
Yeah.
That means you can see a different image for each eye, and with that, your brain can perceive the size and the depth between objects, and that could be very interesting and something really new. And also, you have to be able to interact with this hologram using that we call natural user interface. That means your voice, your hands, etc.
Okay, so what products are on the market? How can we access this information? What are we using?
Well, the first product was HoloLens, this device.
Okay.
You can. HoloLens was released in 2015.
Yeah.
More than 3 years ago by Microsoft. And the strong point for this device is the tracking system. Really great.
Which is here at the top.
Yeah, and they are using a coprocessor called holographic processor unit with 24 core to process the algorithm called SLAM in real time. This is amazing. Yeah. And the second strong point for me is the portable or portability. Yeah. And the third strong point is the SDK. Yes. The SDK is really easy compared with other options. Okay. And also Microsoft already have an operation system, complete operation system in this headset. So you can access to all the universal Windows platform APIs to be able to create things for this device.
So it's basically a headset Windows computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this was the first thing. The weak point could be the field of view. And probably the weight. The weight.
Yeah.
And
so what's next?
After this HoloLens device, other company tried to create something similar, and another company create this device called Meta 2. The main difference for me is this not a portable device because have a cable that you have to connect with a big computer like in virtual reality with Oculus Rift or HTC Vive.
And you look like a fly.
And for me, the experience was bad compared with other options for the portability, and because you don't have a good tracking system right now. Right. Okay. They are in their roadmap. They are working to improve the tracking system, but right now it's not comparable with HoloLens. Okay. The strong point could be that how they are access to a big computer
Okay.
They can render.
Yes.
With a lot of details, models, and it seems really, really great.
Yeah.
They can use the latest NVIDIA graphic card, for example, to create an environment or to create an hologram which realist.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the future for Meta?
I think that they convert this device in a portable device.
Right. Okay. Okay. Fine.
And finally,
we have something else.
Yeah. Last year in 2018, we released a company called Magiclip released Magiclip. We don't have the device right here,
but we do have one.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't have one of this, but have be in another office. And this device, for me, is the first competitor for HoloLens.
Okay.
And
so first real competitor.
Yeah, the first real competitor because it's portable.
Okay.
And the tracking system is similar.
Yes. Okay. And the difference with this, the processing is done on an external device.
Yeah. They use a light pack device when they put the CPU and GPU.
Yeah.
And with this, so you have a cable to this light pack that is portable.
Yes. Yeah.
With this, they get two things: the weight of the device lower, so it's a strong point here, and the performance of this light pack is similar to a Nintendo Switch. So imagine what you can render using this device. And also, a strong point for this device that they add the controller, and the technology behind the controller is totally amazing because they can detect the position in space in 3D of one device without any outside sensor.
Okay.
Using radio frequency with a sensor that you have here in the headset, and it's amazing, that technology.
Okay. So technically it's not hands-free because you still have to use the device. Is it like HoloLens where
you can use hands, but also you have the possibility to use this controller.
Okay. And can you use your voice as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's in all the features are similar, but also introduce this controller.
Okay. So Microsoft must be a little bit nervous now that these other companies are coming out and they're releasing their own products. What's next for Microsoft?
Yeah, they told in 2017, they told about they are going to jump an iteration for this device.
Right.
And go to the third iteration.
Yeah, because we're now 4 years after this product.
Yeah, because they don't have competitor at this time.
Yeah.
At that time. But right now with Magiclip, they already have a competitor on the market. So all that we know right now is the internal code name is Sydney.
Project
for this
Sydney.
project.
Yes.
Yeah, Project Sydney.
Okay.
And they're going to release this HoloLens at the end of the first quarter in 2019.
Yeah.
They talk about they introduce a new Kinect sensor.
Okay.
Based on laser.
Yeah.
To improve the quality of the scan that you can do with your environment. And they are going to see thinner, lighter, and the price is going to be down.
Okay.
Too. So, and also the field of view. This is one of the most people ask about if they are going to improve the field of view.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, they talk about the field of view would be better.
So, and I've also read some rumor about possible integration of cognitive services or some AI.
Yeah, they talk about a new holographic processor unit with the ability to compute neural network in real time.
Neural networks, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And do you think this is a viable possibility?
Yeah,
this will happen.
I think that, but I want to try it.
Okay. All right, great. So, what are the applications? What are the use cases for mixed reality? Yeah,
for mixed reality, for me, for example, one of the more interesting project that we are working on right now is a DICOM viewer.
Okay.
You have a video there.
Right. Yes.
A DICOM viewer. To get this, we create that application for HoloLens here.
And so can you first explain what DICOM is?
DICOM is a standard file format in medical, in healthcare for all hospitals around the world.
Okay, what specifically for images?
For medical image like CT scan, radiographies, echographies, etc. So all that information or image are stored in DICOM format.
Okay.
So with that application, we are able to connect with a PAC server from a hospital in real time from HoloLens.
Yeah. So PAC is patient access computer or something like this. Yeah. Okay. So that's what we see across the healthcare field, in hospitals, in GP surgeries, and private doctors, that kind of thing. That's the system they use, and that's where they store these files. Okay, right. So
we create ray tracing render real time.
Okay.
On HoloLens is something really difficult because the performance that you can, or the GPU of HoloLens is not powerful, very powerful. So create that ray tracing in real time is something very heavy.
Okay.
But we get this, and as you can see here, you have a doctor who will see a CT scan image in real time.
Wow, so he's really able to see all of the different layers of the body from the internal organs to the skeletal system.
He is using voice commands to change between all these layers.
All right, okay.
And what do you mean about, what do you mean that doctor could be in the future using the CT scan, for example?
Well, I mean, certainly the applications are endless. A doctor could look at a patient immediately, for example, from an accident. They'll go into the scanner, they can automatically view all of the body systems, they can see the internal damage, they can make an immediate assessment. And the difference between this and what we see at the moment is, I don't know if you've actually seen a real CT scan, but it's in hazy black and white, it's 2D, it's difficult to interpret, but this, anybody who's got a much more simplistic knowledge of anatomy and physiology can automatically identify the different parts that they're looking at. So you can see the insides of the lungs and the circulatory system, there's the heart, and you can automatically tell what each part is. So it seems that it just makes it a lot more easier and a lot more friendlier and much more easier to interpret.
Yeah, and also could be a shared experience between different people, for example.
So different people all wearing HoloLenses can see this image and make assessments together. And I
cool.
mean, it's very cool. Okay, so have you seen this actually being implemented so far? What's the interest
for people
with this particular solution?
Who is interested in probably all the hospital are interested in this solution. We are working for some of them right now, but we hope that more hospitals are interested in that kind of technology and how this will help to doctors to improve the times and reduce the devices that they need for a surgery, for example.
Yes, and you can also use this with while doing actual clinical procedures as well, like looking inside the body and taking biopsies and that kind of thing. Okay, well, thank you very much, Javi. That's very interesting. I hope you found that interesting. For more information about this technology and our solutions, you can visit our website at www.planeconcepts.com, and you can follow all the latest news about what we do here on this Plane TV channel. Thank you.
See you.